And this is your Venus retrograde reading. Hold on, I'm almost prepared. I just forgot one thing, so hang on. Okay. Let me find, hold on. So welcome to Miss and Joy's Tarot. I am Miss and Joy, and like I said, this is your Venus. Where's the one? Okay, here we go. So, I had the question last night, and I loved him to pieces, but I was like, "You really haven't been listening all this time." Excuse me, I have one red eye and one clear eye. Um, I had a mascara hit. I with my mascara. So, um, basically, the planets are not going backwards. When you hear us say Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, the planets are not going backwards. What they are doing is because no plan. Let me. Aubrey, can where's your cupcake? Can you give me the can I use your cupcake? And is there paper? I need a piece of paper. Can you get me mom a piece of paper from up there? Yes. Oh, don't be scared. You did good. Very good. This is Aubrey's cupcake clipboard, and we're going to use it. Okay, so basically, when we say that the planets are in a retrograde, we have, grab my pencil, you have the sun. Sun. And each planet, then you have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. So, and we have all of our planets. So none of us go in a perfect circle around the sun. Most of the orbits around the sun that the planets travel, most of their orbits are more of an oval type of shape. So Mercury is closest. So it's going to be going around the sun a little bit faster than the rest of the planets because it's closest. So my skills, my art skills. So when I say oval, I kind of mean like egg shaped, somewhat. And so at certain points in its orbit, it's going to be closer to the sun than at the ends, a distant end of the egg shape of the orbit. So basically, at these points where it's closest, it's going to move faster. And at these points where it's further out from the sun, it's going to move slower. So these would be the points where Mercury or the other planets would be, I did Mars bad, would be retrograding. Hey, Collier, how are you? And the cupcake clipboard is only so big, so I'm going to stop there because I think you get the point. But basically, at these points where the planets come closest in their orbit to the sun is when they would actually move faster. And at the points where we're further out, where the planet is further out from the sun, like here on this side, they would be going slower. So, you know, if you're sitting in a car and the car and you start to either speed up or the car next to you starts to slow down, decelerate in speed, slow down. It appears, or if you've ever been in a parking lot and parked next to a car and that car next to you backs out, it looks as though that car, well, it is going backwards in that case, but if it slows down while it's next to you, the car in the next lane slows down, it's going to appear to be going backwards. Although it's not really going backwards, it's still moving forward, just like you're moving forward. It just is slowing down, so it appears to go backwards. So that is why they are called retrogrades. So the planets are not going backwards. They're just slowing down. They're at the slowest point in their orbit around the sun. Now, that being said, now that I have explained all that, because I think I explained it on my Facebook page, and I think I have explained it when I've done the Mercury retrogrades, with some of my people are not paying attention, so I felt the need to go there. Thank you. Special thanks to Aubrey for letting me use her cupcake clipboard. So, that being said, we currently have Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn all in retrograde. Coming up on July 22nd, which is right at the beginning of Leo season, we have Venus that will be going into retrograde. Venus is the planet of love and passion and desires. So for most of us, it's going to affect the things that we love, feel passionately about, and desire the most. Which basically is going to be love and money. So you're looking at this retrograde to affect your love life, your romantic relationships, even your familial relationships, because that's love as well, and money. So it's going to, what a retrograde does, it brings up energies and feelings from the past. So this retrograde, because it affects love, will be similar to the energies of the Mercury retrograde when we say that the exes may come back. So you may have some exes from former relationships to come back around and show up and start to bug you or come out of the woodworks and want to talk or possibly want to fix it or possibly need closure. You may feel the urge to contact your exes because you want to talk or you want to fix it or you miss them or you need closure. You may also have issues or traumas from the past. For instance, if you had a major issue with jealousy in past relationships or envy in past relationships, or you're traumatized by an abusive relationship or a narcissistic relationship, then some of those energies that may not be fully and completely healed may indeed come back to bother you. Even if you had a negative or a testy relationship with a parent or a loved one or a sibling, then those energies may come back as well to kind of, and it's not a harmful thing, even though it's seen as negative, because nobody wants to be looking in the rearview mirror. Nobody wants to be focused on the past. We all just want to forget that crap and move forward. But you can't just forget it and move forward. You have to heal it. You have to work on it. You have to fix it. And you have to find a common ground, a commonality with the people that you love and have loved. And in order to have a healthy healing experience and move forward, forgiveness must take place and things of that nature, so that you don't have a heavy heart or carry those things upon your soul. So, in your energy, it really helps with healing. That's why it's important sometimes, if you end a relationship, if the person's not obsessive or just crazy, to actually answer the questions that they need answered and to try your best to give them closure. Now, once you have done so, then you are free to move about your life, and you shouldn't have to repeat or go back to that. It should be, and I said what I said situation. I feel like I was accommodating. I gave you adequate answers or closure, and that's it. However, you can find closure without contacting a person from the past as well, because you come to terms with forgiving them and forgiving yourself, whether an apology has been issued or not. Now, that being said, that's why Mercury retrogrades take place, or retrogrades, period, excuse me, not just Mercury, but all retrogrades take place. They're coming to heal. It's happening to heal so that all those issues can be brought back up into your energy so that you can heal from past issues and traumas, and heal old relationships and wounds that need to be closed and need to be fixed. And so it's going to come back until you confront it and you handle it and you deal with it. All right? Okay, now, that being said, let's get into a little more of the specifics about what Venus retrograde is going to be doing in our lives. Let me see. It is advised not to, again, some of the advice here is not to begin anything major or start in or make any major or major decisions. Take your time. Slow down. Pay more attention to what's happening in your life and what's going on around you. Take time to reflect. Let's see, what else is it saying? As far as financially, because like I said, it will be affecting your financial area, the financial areas for a lot of us. Financially, it's time to review, and romantically the same, and emotionally it's time to review. It's time to take stock of how we have been, the habits we have that have led to our current life circumstances and put us where we are, and to reevaluate how we've done things, and across the board, romantically, emotionally, and financially, and to reevaluate our path up until now, and weed out what has not worked for us, embrace and continue forward with what has worked for us, and to just be real and take a good, honest, hard look at yourself and what areas in your life need improvement, or what habits in your life, what beliefs in your life may need changing and may need improvement. Now, because we have Pluto retrograde, which is deeply talking about inner wounds, shadow work, and things of that nature, secrets being hidden, things that we've covered up and buried. And then we have Saturn retrograde and we have Neptune retrograde. That's pretty much an overhaul of our financial life, of our romantic life. So excuse me, that was my sister-in-law. Um, so you're going to be basically taking stock, and most of all the planets that are currently in retrograde are hitting on all of the major aspects of life. For instance, the and the Neptune retrograde talk about your 3D reality and the realistic workings of life, and our conscious world, and it also talks, and it talks, and the other one confronts our dream world, our inner world, our fantasies. So everything, and then we have love now and money coming into play. Everything, all of the planets that are currently in retrograde are basically calling for an overhaul, a reflection, an overall reflection and overhaul of everything we've done, how we've lived, how we think, what we believe, how we spend, how we love, how we treat others, how we treat ourselves, all of that. And then to top it off, during this Venus retrograde, during all of these retrogrades, technically, we're going back into Mercury retrograde with the pre-shadow period beginning on August 4th. And it's going to go full retrograde on the 23rd of August. And that's going to take place up until, hold on, up until September 15th. So the Venus retrograde is taking us from July 22nd through September 3rd. So we're going to be dealing with Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Venus, and Mercury, 5 planets in retrograde. So this is a serious, major overhaul for everything we believe in, everything we do, everything, our work ethic, our wake lives, our realities, our sleep lives, our fantasies, our work, the way we think, the way we communicate, relationships. This is everything. This is everything going up for reflection, overhaul, reevaluation, and upgrading and repairing. This is basically like when you have to upgrade your cell phone and they're telling you need to slow it down or shut it down and reboot it in order for those upgrades to take place. So that's what we're doing. We're in a period of slowing it down and reviewing and overhauling everything. All right. So I'm going to get into, I didn't timestamp the general. I will go back and do that. I need to call Spirit. And then we are going to get into how these retrograde, or how the Venus retrograde, now all of the other retrograde updates have been posted. They are under, if you go to playlist, they are under astrological updates, and they're all there. Saturn is there, Jupiter is there, Saturn is there, Neptune is there, Pluto is there as well. And I will be doing one for Mercury when the time arises. So be looking forward to that. So I'm going to call Spirit, and then I'm going to get into, I'm having a hot flash, I'm going to get into the individual energies of how the Venus retrograde will be affecting each of your zodiac signs. Let me skim my notes one more time to see. It says it's a great time to revisit old conversations, deal with old emotions, and rethink your approach to what is or what is not working. Just like I said, Venus retrograde will also bring up money. It will bring up money and love issues. And it's saying basically just to be really open to reevaluation and change. Okay. It says if you're single, you're going to want to embrace self-love and reconnecting to yourself. It says, let's do at 19:25. We have singles. And so for singles, this is the time to invest in self-love. That means reconnecting with yourself, engaging in old hobbies, exploring your creative side, or perhaps finding a spiritual practice that resonates with you. Um, don't necessarily become attached during this time of flux. If you're getting involved with someone, but widen your dating pool. Approach dating with curiosity, and don't be afraid to express yourself fully, and be your true you and 100% real with whoever you encounter. This should go year round. That's not just advice for singles during this Venus retrograde. That's just solid advice for singles. Okay, and then if you are partnered, we're talking to you at 2025. Leo is all about love. This retrograde provides a special opportunity to realign with your partner. It gives some signs a chance to reconnect and recommit to that special someone and start a fresh new page. It's also a great time to spice things up in your relationship and try something new to keep the spark alive. Just be mindful to lead with compassion, as Venus retrograde is likely to bring up old issues and wounds too. You may have noticed that this year's Venus retrograde is happening during wedding season. Don't panic if this applies to you, because Venus is associated with marriage and money and opportunities. And retrogrades always bring obstacles. You should be prepared for last minute expenses, a few mishaps on the day of the ceremony, like a sudden rainstorm or your uncle's toast that goes on and on. It wouldn't be a wedding without a few snafus. If you're really concerned about it, you could always file your local paperwork, or get everything set and in place prior to the retrograde beginning. But if you should have been planning all year. Okay? All right, so that was for people committed and fostering moving into major commitments. So next we're going to get into how it's going to affect each zodiac sign, and then I will be pulling a few cards to see if there's any other advice that Spirit has, and I will be reading an oracle card. Now, I chose the Journey of Love oracle deck for it. Some of the messages can be long, but hey, I chose the Journey of Love oracle deck because it not only gives solid messages for relationships, commitments, and love. It gives solid messages that go deeper into, that also go into and deep into self-love, and messages from source and spirit as well. Okay, so we'll be doing a few cards, a brief reading for each zodiac sign, in addition to with the information that is given as to how this will affect you. This Venus retrograde will affect you all individually. And so let's go ahead and call Spirit, and then we'll get into your individual energies. It is Cancer season, so the way that it works here at Miss and Joy's Tarot is, if it is your birthday season, you go first. In every all signs reading that I do throughout your season, and all of the other 11 zodiac signs are shuffled in a random order, so that it is not always Aries first and Pisces last. It is a fresh new order daily. We're going to call spirits of the ancestors, gods and goddesses, guardians and watchers. Please be here to deliver a positive and accurate message for all 12 zodiac signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Only the spirits that I call here, and Venus, the greatest and highest of good, are welcome here. Please protect us from evil and negativity. Cover us in love and light, and guide us toward healing, prosperity, abundance, and clarity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, no, let's keep that out. We're going to need that. Okay, so all right. So up first, we have at 2442, We have Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde reading, and we are going to get into your energies. We're asking Spirit for a positive and accurate message. Cancer. Excuse me. With this transit occurring in your house of finances and body, it's really likely that you'll need to reevaluate your relationship to money. This includes straightening out your money priorities, studying your relationships between money and happiness, and more. You may also want to reflect on your relationship with your body. Do you love your body? Do you own your body? Are you confident in sharing your body with a consenting partner? Ask yourself these questions and identify any areas that need to be discussed with a partner, particularly around sex. You may be reevaluating how you need to speak up in bed and ask for the pleasure you desire. Ooh. All right, Cancer, let's get your tarot message. Let's get your tarot message. Spirit, let's have a positive and accurate message for my Cancers. Now I'm going to try, although you're going to have to listen to the whole thing. I'm not time stamping twice. I'm going to try to read this from the perspective of both singles and committed people, and see if if I see a message that may deviate, then could read a little different for each. So the Five of Swords is the overall energy for you. The Five of Swords talks about conflict, a battle, a struggle. Oh my. Then we have the Ten of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So the Ten of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Let's clarify your Ten of Swords energy. Let's clarify your Ten of Swords energy. Oh. So in the past, Cancer, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Exactly. So in the past, Cancer, now this goes for everybody. This is not a message that is going to be specifically for either singles or people in a connection. But in the past, you have not set healthy boundaries. You have not set healthy boundaries, and you may have also moved a little too quickly when it comes to love. Letting your emotions get involved in a connection before you are aware of what the person or situation really is and is about, is something that you need to nip in the bud. Slow down. Slow down. Girl, let me love you. Okay, all right. Self-care. Make sure that you are caring for yourself and working on yourself and putting yourself first. Cancers are very loving, giving, kind people. But that can put you at a loss sometimes because you will put others before you. You will do for others before you do for yourself. You will care for others before you care for yourself. You will put the people that you love first every time. And you more than likely have found that you end up ass out every time as well. Because when it comes to it at the end of the day, most of the time, those people that you're putting first don't turn around and return that energy most of the time. By the time you need something or need someone, you're there all on your own. And that's something that you need to nip in the bud. Setting healthy boundaries, not being afraid to speak up and speak your mind, and slowing down when it comes to connections and commitments, and being so quick to say, I'll be there, I'll do it, I'll help. Slow down. Think about it. Think about yourself and how this affects, how it's going to affect you. There's a video. I'm going to put it in the timestamp along with all this other crap. I'm going to put it in the timestamp, where she talks about managing your fuck budget. And it's called the art or the magic, one of the two, of not giving a fuck. I want you to watch that video. Cancer changed my life. My mom watched it, changed her life too. Because sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you have to put yourself first. Sometimes you have to consider your needs before others, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you feed everyone off of your plate, eventually it's going to be empty and you're going to starve. Okay? So what I need you to do is, moving forward, Cancers, don't be afraid or be so avoidant of conflict that you don't speak up for yourself, you don't stand your ground, and you don't speak your mind. And also learn how to say the N word. Learn how to say no, because it's a whole damn sentence all by itself. It does not require any explanations. You can put a period or an exclamation point after it. It is a full sentence. No. However you choose to say it or deliver it. Okay? Okay. Let's get your journey of love. That was quickly. That came out quickly. 44, Rings of Time. This oracle brings you a message that the divine is completely responsible for the timing of every event, opportunity, and happening of grace in your life. All you need to do is live your life. Everything else is taken care of for you now. This applies to all of your plans and the unfolding of all of your relationships. Hold on, gotta flip the page. Let it all breathe and let the divine happen as it will. So, let go and release the need to push things, to make things happen, to manipulate situations, to rush things, to try to make sure, to go the extra mile. Just relax. Just live day to day, week to week, month to month, and just let it flow. You know, just let things happen. Put you first, and everything else will fall into place and into alignment for you. All right? I love you, Cancer, and good luck through this retrograde season. Okay? All right. Up next, we have at 3251, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. Hey, Marie. This is your Marie. So far, I've done singles. I did singles, partnered people. I didn't do tarot reading, but I just gave the advice. And then Cancers, and we're on Sagittarius now. So Sagittarius. But once again, this is your Venus retrograde information and reading. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This transit will activate your house of inspiration and new journeys. Now is a great time to consider how certain relationships, romantic and or otherwise, might make you feel trapped. If you find yourself tiptoeing around a certain person, you might want to let them go during this retrograde. Or period, because in all honesty, if you feel the need to walk on eggshells around a person, then more than likely that person is just not for you and not meant for you. Okay? That's just how I am. If I can't be who I am in your presence, I'm just not even going to be in your presence, period. Not just during retrograde, at any period in time. So if you can't be yourself around a person, Saggy, then I wouldn't be. You can't be. around that person. The overall energy for you is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartache and pain caused by an external or outside source other than yourself. All right, so we have the Magician card. For me, as the reader, the Magician card is one of two things. It is either manifestation or fuckery, because the Magician can be a great and powerful sorcerer, and they can also be a trickster at times. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is celebration, success, and triumph. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Exactly. So what you're doing during this period in time, Sagittarius, is eliminating anything, or with the Three of Swords, eliminating anything that causes you this Three of Swords energy, and embracing things that are positive. If it's hurtful, if it's harmful, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, irregular, or negative, you are moving away from it. You are successfully manifesting positivity and clarity and success, and anything and anyone else that is counterproductive or contrary to that. Queen of Swords, off with their heads. You're cutting them out, and that is a beautiful energy. Clear them out. Clear them out. Okay, and feel no shame. Feel no shame. If you make me feel bad, if you make me feel negative, if you bring negativity, if you always have something crappy to say, if your attitude is always and just the whole cloud comes when you, and it starts to rain, and then nope. If somebody can't take you, that's a big sign that they're not for you. You feel uncomfortable, put out, or just bad around somebody. So and we went right to the page. I love it. Seed of the Hearts. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Trust, know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow, and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now, as your life energy supports it. Okay, exactly. Anything that is dragging your energy down or taking energy away from you in a negative manner, not for you. Cut it out, clear it out, start fresh. Love you, Sagittarius. Do your thing. Don't be scared. All right, up next at 3752, we have Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus in retrograde information and reading. Scorpio, we're asking for a positive and accurate message. With the retrograde hitting your house of career and legacy, you are reevaluating your efforts at work. Have you been overworking? Is it time to ask for a raise? Right now is the time to reflect on the answers, encouraging you to finally express your demands after the retrograde is over. Time to ask for a raise or a promotion. What do you deserve? Speak up. Say it. So the overall energy for you is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about not being satisfied, being emotionally unfulfilled or not happy with the situation in some shape, form, or fashion. We have the King of Cups, the Star card, and the Knight of Coins. Okay, so you may love what you do or even who you're dealing with. Take it how it resonates. This could apply to career or love. You could love who you're dealing with, people around you, your family, your lover, your friends, and you could, or your job or situation, and you can feel like you are definitely on the right path and you're going in the right direction and you're pleased with everything pretty much for the most part, but there may be something that these situations, scenarios, people, or jobs may leave to be desired. Whatever that is, it's time to address it. If you feel like you love your partner, but they don't communicate with you enough. You love your partner, but you want to have some more fun. You want to spice it up. You want to do things differently. They're not giving you enough Gucci coochie. They're not hugging you or kissing you enough. They're not having good whole conversations with you. They're not stimulating you in some shape, form, or fashion. They're not meeting a need or doing something, excuse me, that is very important to you. They don't make you feel valued. They don't make you feel loved. You feel as they don't trust you or you don't trust them. Whatever it is, they're full of shit, bullshit, drama, whatever it is, and whoever it is. It does not necessarily have to be a romantic connection. This could be your family. This could be your friends. This could be your coworkers. This could be your job. If you feel like you're not being heard, you feel like you're not being paid enough, you feel like you're not being used to your greatness of your potential, you feel as though you're not being valued for what you do bring to the table and what you do. Whatever the case may be, there's something here that you feel is not quite in alignment with you. And even though you're on the right path and you're doing the right things, like you love your career, you love your spouse, or you love your family, but ... you need to address those dots. Whatever it is that it's leaving to be desired. Okay? All right, let's get your Oracle of Love. Scorpio, let's get your Oracle of Love. Journey of Love card for my Scorpios. Journey of Love for my Scorpios. All right, Scorpio, let's see here. We have, she is the moon. Talking to the moon. She is the moon. Okay, so be prepared to turn the page. Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough, or it's happening too quickly and you are unsure if you're really ready, be assured that all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry. Do not try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. You are moving and growing and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of the deepest night. Okay? So trust. Trust in spirit. Divine timing is a thing. However, you still have to set intentions and set boundaries and make your intentions known. Because a closed mouth don't get fed. I love you, Scorpio. Manifestation needs and requires work and effort as well. It's not just all going to happen and fall in your lap. You do have to speak up. You do have to put in effort. You do have to work for it. Okay? I love you. You got this. Bye. Up next, we have Capricorn at 4334. 4334. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus in retrograde information and reading. Capricorn, retrograde is traveling through your house of contracts and psychology. It's priming you for a deep dive into the ways in which you experience toxicity in love and with money. For example, maybe you are still clinging to a destructive ex. Ask yourself which bonds are more unhealthy for you to keep around. It may be just the right time to do some deep shadow work in order to be your most creative, most bold, and most magnetic, and most daring self. So, shadow work, self-reflection. what old people, places, things, and habits regarding life, love, and money need to go? What needs to stay? What needs to be kept? What do you need to nurture? Do you need to try something new? Do you need to do something new? Do you need to, what is it? Whatever it is, evaluate it, figure it out, fix it, get an alignment with it, accept it, and do it. Go for it. You got it, Cappy. Let's get your tarot cards to see what message Spirit has for you there. Let's get your tarot cards to see what Spirit has for you there. Aha. All right, so the overall energy for you is the Justice card, Capricorn. And that's what it all boils down to. The Justice card is Libra energy. And what do you deserve? What do you deserve? What kind of life? What kind of destiny? What goals? What is it that you deserve? And the answer is whatever you want. You deserve the things that you want. So what do you need to do in order to get your life on all levels in alignment to a positive, doable path and trajectory aimed directly at what it is that you want? Do you want to be single and have a fabulous damn apartment, home, car, life, and travel, and be fancy free? Then do what you need to do to get it done. Do you want to be married? Do you want to have the kids, the SUV, the white picket fence, the big pretty house, the soccer mom schedule, or the gymnastic mom schedule, or the piano mom schedule, or whatever it is that you need to do? Whatever it is, do you want a beautiful, wonderful, fabulous wedding and to just travel the world with your husband and have no children? Whatever it is. Hey, China, you miss Saggy. Whatever it is, get in alignment with what it is and do the things that you need to do. Take the steps that you need to take in life. Evaluate your past and determine, okay, well, how do I get from point A to point Z? And then make it happen. And Spirit will be there to hear you and to listen to you as you manifest. Okay? All right. So, and that's what your message is. The Six of Wands, I hadn't even looked at the damn cards. That's it. That's basically it. I've given the message just from your overall energy with the Justice card. The Six of Wands talks about success, celebration, and accomplishments. The Six of Swords talks about it being a journey that you have to go on or that you have to take in order to get to that level of success within the Six of Wands. But it is not going to be an easy journey. It may be a long journey. It may be a difficult journey, but it is doable. And the Moon card talks about the fact that you haven't addressed it. Whatever it is, wherever it is, whatever that point Z is that you're trying to get to, that goal, that dream, that hope, that destiny, that future that you haven't even expressed to or spoken on to anyone. You just keep it buried inside because you think it sounds silly or ridiculous or it's not doable. It is, and there's no need to be ashamed of it, and there's no need to hide it, and there's no need to bury it. But what there is a need to do is get in your little boat, here they're in a box, get in your little box and row until you get to that point of success and celebration. So whatever it is that you feel you need to that you deserve, and whatever it is that you want and desire, and however it is that you want your life to look like, do whatever you need to do in order to paint that picture. All right, let's get your oracle cards, Cappy. This is a journey of love oracle card from my Capricorns. This is a journey of love. It's my two favorite moderators. It's China and Marie. I love you, ladies. Thank you for being here. Okay, now, my boo messaged me, y'all. I got to get my hands free for a second so I can say something back. All right, the seed of the heart. Did we just have this? I think we did. We just, Capricorn Scorpio just had this same. I shuffled. I promise. Seed of the heart. No, 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 no. Sagittarius just had this. This oracle brings you guided. No, who had? Yes, Sagittarius just had this card as well. Capricorn. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now as your life energy supports it. So it's time. Don't be afraid to try, not just with relationships, with everything across the board in your life. Don't be afraid to try new things, do new things, and take and make the moves that you need to take and make in order to get to where you need to go and be successful. Because your picture of success is however you imagine it, envision it. So start painting. All right? I love you. Good luck, Scorpio. You got this. All right, up next. We have Taurus at 5102. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde information and reading, Taurus. Okay. All right. This retrograde will affect your house of home and family, asking you to reevaluate your familial relationships. Additionally, since Venus is all about beautiful presentation, you might consider giving your home or yourself a facelift and exploring a few simple redecorating or makeover ideas. My Venus is in Taurus, and I have been doing so. All right, so let's get your tarot reading and see if Spirit has any advice or any messages to add to the initial effects. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay. The overall energy for you is the Empress card. The Empress card is a nurture, and I believe that's Taurus. Yes, the Empress is Taurus energy. So the Empress is indeed Taurus energy, which is grounding, stability, nurturing, all the earth sign stuff, all the good earth sign stuff, because Taurus is usually the go-to person. Taurus has got it. Taurus is always going to keep a roof over their head. They're always going to have food. And so when you get to a Taurus house, the first thing they usually ask you, my mom used to, are you hungry? I'll be like, dang, woman, this is why I'm fed. So, my Taurus is in Venus. And indeed, I feed the people I love. My daughter, I'll be like, I'll suggest something, or I'll be like, how much should we get? She'll be like, just get one. And she'd be looking at me like, I'm trying to lose weight here. And I make stuff, and she'd be trying not to overeat, but my cooking is good. And that's because you put your heart and your soul into those meals, and you put your heart in your soul into every connection and every relationship that you foster, and that is in your life. So you're a good you're a very awesome nurturer. That's what the Empress energy is it's always about. It's also about new starts, new beginnings. It's my mommy card. It's the mommy card. It's the pregnancy card. It's the fertility card. It's the card of nurturing, loving, giving, caring, mothering type of energy for my Taurians. So that parental love and embracing energy. So if you need to be taken care of, no one takes better care of you when you're sick than a Taurus. All right, so, or an earth sign, period. So on the deck here, we have the Ten of Wands, okay? And then we have the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Two of Coins, which in the Two of Coins, for some reason in this deck, we also have a nurturing energy going on. We have a parent and two children. That's a child. There's two kids, but one is half bear and half... See it? There's two kids, but one is top bear, bottom child, human, and the other one is top human, bottom bear. I have to read this story. I've got to read. There's a story attached to each of these cards in this deck. I have not read the entire book. I need to read that one. Two of Coins. I need to remember that because that's got my curiosity piqued at this point. So basically, it's saying here, and the Queen of Cups is also a loving, giving, nurturing, caring type of energy. So, basically, this is actually with the Ten of Wands here saying maybe pull it back. I'm serious. Maybe pull it back a little bit, because sometimes when you're too loving, caring, giving, and nurturing, you can become obsessive or you can become an enabler. You can be like, what do they call it? Helicopter parents? Or you can become the parent that's always got it. I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. I read an article a while ago that was where they interviewed a lady who had 3 very successful children. She had like a doctor, a lawyer, and like some physicist or something like that. And so basically they were like, how did you do it? How did you manage to raise 3 completely and totally awesomely successful children? And she was like, basically, you don't do everything for them. You don't coddle them. You don't make all the hard decisions for them. You allow them to develop skills for decision making and problem solving and hard work. She said she didn't clean their rooms for them. They had to clean their own rooms. She didn't solve all their problems for them. They had to solve their own problems. She taught them how to cook, and then they were on their own. She taught them how to do their laundry, and then they were on their own. And I pretty much was that way with my children. At 7 years old, they started learning how to do dishes. They all had a rotating dish night. They learned how to do their laundry by middle school and it would have been sooner, but my washer and dryer was brand new and fabulous and digital and front loading, and they didn't want them to destroy my shit. So they had to wait till they got over, I felt, a safe age to handle my beautiful washer and dryer. Then they learned how to do their own laundry. They rotated out. Now, as far as dish night, I organized dish night to keep people from messing up and not doing their dishes on their night. They would negotiate their dish nights. I allowed for negotiations. If someone had something to do, it was just like your job. You are responsible for covering your shift. If you have a sports event on Tuesday or Thursday or Friday night, then that's your dish night. Then you need to negotiate with your other sibling and swap. There was also a bargaining chip as well. If you do this for me, I'll do your dishes for 2 nights. I'll do your dishes for this night and that night. I'll do this. And I allowed it as long as it got done. If it didn't get done, then I addressed the problem at that point. I did not solve all their problems. They needed to work it out. They needed to fix it. They needed to manage their own schedule. They needed to manage their own life at a certain age. I'm not telling you what time to go to bed. You need to know that if you're falling asleep in your first and second period class, that you need to take your ass to bed earlier. And it's sometimes as a parent, we think doing everything for them is the answer, and that's not the answer. And it's the same thing in your relationships and in life and everywhere else. Sometimes we think the easiest way to show love or to show people that you appreciate them is to go all out and cater to them and do everything for them, but that is not always the answer. So here with the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Coins, it's kind of telling you to slow it down and pull it back a little bit on your energies of nurturing and caring for others. And I know that it's the way that you love, and I know that it's what you want to do, and it makes your heart feel warm and good and fuzzy, wuzzy, and tingly when you make people smile and make them happy. However, if you carry your child everywhere, they'll never learn how to walk. You got it? All right, let's get your oracle card, Taurus. So dial it down on the love and the nurturing. All right. We got 3. We don't need 3. We need 1. So that one was one of the ones that came out. I feel confident here. Self-initiation. This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in an awakened reunion with the divine. So you can't teach everybody everything. I've been saying lately that you can give a person a bottle of water. You can even open that bottle of water for them, but you cannot make them drink it. So sometimes you have to allow people, you have to learn the hard way. You have to allow life to teach people certain lessons. You have to allow people to learn certain things on their own, or they'll never do it on their own. And they won't drink that water until they're thirsty. So good luck to you, Taurus. I believe your message was very clear. I love you. Bye. All right, up next, we have Leo. Leo at 10121. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde information and reading. Leo. Let's get a positive and accurate message for my Leos. And please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share once again. Venus retrograde will highlight your house of identity and ego. Go figure, because it's in your house. The retrograde begins on July 22nd and it goes through September 3rd. So that is beginning right in alignment with your season, Leo. Okay? This includes topics such as personality, looks, authenticity, and self-image self-image. Not only will you be thinking about what you value in relationships, but you might also want to consider which parts of your look are working for you and which parts are not. Okay? All right, Leo. So it's an evaluation of yourself and relationships. And that makes sense because you're a very self-oriented sign, Leo. Let's get your tarot message. So work on that look, work on that self, work on that love style, that love language, how you treat others, and what you expect from others, and just focus more on being even more fabulous you than you already are. Because Leos love them compliments, honey. Yes, y'all do. I'm a Leo rising. So, the King of Swords is the overall energy for you. The King of Swords is educated. He's smart. He's knowledgeable. He knows what he wants. He's focused. He's driven, and he's honest. And that's very, that is indeed Leo energy. Oh, it's a hypocrite. It's the animal, like on the one they saved on Harry Potter. If you're not a Harry Potter fan, what are you doing with your lives? Okay, so on the deck we have the King of Coins, which talks about being solid and stable and abundant. And then we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Wands. So you've been having some issues as to how to proceed, like what's next. You've been having some issues trying to figure out like what's next. Have you done it all, Leo? This is like, I've experienced this, I've experienced that. I've been here, I've been there. I've done this, I've done that. What's next? What shall I do? So, this is like me with my hair. It's been pink, it's been purple, it's red now. And I'm kind of sort of getting kind of sort of bored. And I'm kind of like, should I do a different color? Or should I stay this color? Or then I just left my hair alone and got some color contacts and said, let's just try that. And next I'm going to get something pierced, and there's a tattoo that I want. So this is like that. This is like a self-evaluation. I'm tired of this furniture. Do I need to get a new color or cover it? Or do I need to remodel? Or do I need a new car? Or, oh, what shall I do? What's next? Good luck. Figure it out. Just try some different stuff. If it doesn't work, do it over. Just would this look good? Would that look good? There's ways to figure things out. Sometimes without even, like there's the eye color change app. That's what I downloaded in order to figure out what color would kind of go best, and it worked. I'm liking it. Okay, so distant shores, Leo. I've been mostly into most of Europe. Should I now you should try touring South America or something of that nature. You know? This oracle brings you a message. You will benefit greatly from travel right now. You may travel through the mind, reading journals off, suck the words. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of faraway lands or times, or watch a film that transports you. Moving your body to a different place is another way, bringing fresh energy by unplugging you for a short time from what you know to plug into a different circuit so that you may receive different energy. So when the opportunity to travel arises for you soon, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, take it. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic would have us believe. So if there's change that you're feeling that strong urge and need and pull to change something, do so. Even if it's just as simple as going to a town that you've never been to and just walk around and see what they have to offer and enjoy it. It doesn't have to be a far trip or an extreme change. It can be something simple, and that may just simply satiate the feeling that you have. And sometimes you may travel somewhere and find that you like it there and you kind of want to stay. All right, I love you, Leo. Good luck. All right, up next at 1:07:37. We have Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde information and reading. Let's get you a positive and accurate message. Since this retrograde is affecting your house of creativity, love, and children, this may be a good time to consider how you approach dating if you are currently single and open to meeting new potential partners. It may also be a time to explore your childhood in a new light. You may be reevaluating the perspective you had on relationships when you were a child. And I am Aries. And yes, I am. I'm looking at things differently. Trying to, anyway. So let's go ahead and get into your tarot message and see if Spirit has any additional words or advice. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get you a positive message. Aha. And the overall energy for you is the Ten of Swords, Aries. The Ten of Swords talks about backstabbing and betrayal. Then we have the Judgment card, which talks about possible reconciliation, possible reconciliation or renewal, but also making a judgment call, using your better judgment and proper discernment to make a decision moving forward. The Eight of Swords talks about being stuck, trapped, but it talks about being stuck or trapped nowhere physical, but up in your head mentally, or possibly emotionally. And then the Five of Swords, it talks about trouble, conflict, and battles and struggles. So basically, Aries, you need to reevaluate your way of thinking or the ideas that you have stuck in your head. I am this way. Let me give you an example. I have issues when it comes to intimacy and love. I don't have an issue with intimacy. I have an issue without intimacy. I know that sounds weird, right? I am what you call demisexual, which means that I feel and have always felt the need to have a very strong chemistry, pull, or emotional attachment to someone before I can have or enjoy sex with said person. I have always felt, and the way I was raised and taught was that love is not, as that sex is not a physical act that you just do with anybody at any time. That sex is purely and primarily an expression of how you feel about and toward another individual, and that only people that truly love you and care for you should be allowed to touch you, touch your body, and be intimate with you, and vice versa. And I love you, be safe, and I stand on that. I have tried, and I have tried, and I have tried to just have casual sex. It's just not something that is for me. I get absolutely nothing from it, and I have tried to deviate from that way of thinking, and I cannot. Alas, I cannot. So this is an example of what this may mean. Something similar. You may feel the opposite. You may feel like sex is just a physical thing and that there should be no emotion or attachment to it. You may feel that relationships need to start a certain way. You may believe that it takes a long time to fall in love with someone or love someone. And that's just what you think. You may feel that there's no such thing as love at first sight. You may feel that love is love at first sight, or that you just know the minute that you meet someone or when you see them. Or there are lots of different ideals, structures, and beliefs that we can attach ourselves to when it comes to love and relationships. That some people believe in traditional roles, that there's the woman and the man and everybody's got their place and their structure. Some people believe that everybody's equal and the man can stay home with the kids and the woman can go to work. It's different. You see what I'm saying? There are different ideals and beliefs and structures that we get attached to when it comes to life and when it comes to love. And sometimes these things are good, and they help us grow, and they do nurture us and work well for us. And other times they are bad and they need to be released, reevaluated, and let go, reevaluated and let go of. So whatever the issues or the problems or the beliefs that you've had in the past that have caused you this Ten of Swords and this Five of Swords energy, it may be time to reevaluate said beliefs or actions and let them go. And I am having a hot flash. I'm melting quick, y'all. I'm melting. Okay. Let me get your oracle card. Haha, I guess that's the one. Number 3. Burning Hero. All right, let's read the whole thing because it's not that bad, but it looks like we need to. From the transformative fires of life's tests, you emerge now, stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fiery, weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire, before you are ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in relationships to cool of fire exists, in relation exists. No, that's right. Let me try that again. The intensity of fire exists in relationships to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Okay. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message from the heat of your labor. Sweet success will arrive, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You are in a powerful creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your heart, like the sweet relationship of day and night. The cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will not only be of earthly delight, but of heavenly blessings to you. So everything up until now, don't take it as a Ten of Swords energy. Do not take it as a betrayal. Do not take it. And sometimes, even though you believe a certain thing, it may or may not actually need to change. It just may have been that it wasn't the time for a relationship, or it might not have been the right person. There are lessons that you have to learn in life before you get to the point where you meet. I say that because under the Ten of Swords was the Fool card, which is Aries energy, and it talks about taking a chance and taking a leap of faith. And then under that is the Six of Wands, which is a card of celebration and success. So sometimes just because it didn't work before doesn't mean it won't work in the past, or just because you haven't found the right person up until now, it may or may not mean that you need to change something. However, and it also means that you shouldn't fear moving forward or trying again because it didn't go well in the past. So what you need to do at this point is simply take a step back, take your time, reevaluate things, reevaluate your belief structure, how you love, how you go about finding love, approaching love, dealing with love, being in love, and just determine whether you need to try a different method, or you might need to just try a different type of person or a different way of going about it. Just tweak it, reevaluate, review, and then make changes accordingly. Like we talk about when we do our videos, when we say take what resonates and leaves the rest. Same thing. Take what's worked, take what resonates, and leave the rest. But also don't just abandon a way of thinking or a belief structure because it didn't work before. All right? So I know that's a difficult, a fine line to walk, but you got this, Aries. I love you. Bye. All right, so up next, we have Aquarius. Aquarius at 117.50. Oh, my nose is itching like crazy. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde reading, and we're asking Spirit for a positive and accurate message. Aquarius, this Venus retrograde is hitting your house of relationships and marriage. This Venus retrograde couldn't be more about partnership for you. It's encouraging you to understand relationships on a deeper level. Be gentle with yourself and those you are in connection with, but try to see things as they really are. In other words, be realistic, be honest, be transparent, be for real. Keep it 100, as they say. Keep it 100. All right, let's get your tarot message. So be honest with yourself. Take accountability, take responsibility. The Knight of Wands is the overall energy. The Knight of Wands is fast. Fast and hot and passionate. fast and hot and passionate. So you may need to slow it down. Slow down. Girl, let me love you. The 3 of coins, the Ace of coins, and the 5 of wands. Exactly. So slow down. If you move too fast, the message can be missed. The song I was just singing is a perfect example of that. Because he says in the song, I care for you more than my own self. So basically, it's about being able to be stable and offer that stability. It's about building things on a firm and solid foundation. It's about having something to offer. Like, you know, how everybody's up in arms about how everyone's saying now, what do you bring to the table? It's true though. People feel like no one should be asked what they bring to the table, but that is absolutely not true. You need to be bringing something. You need to be bringing something to the table. There needs to be something desirable about you. You need to have something to offer a person. Love, emotional support, caring, stability. It takes more than just emotions. It takes more than just sex. It takes more than just, you need a good balance. You need a good balance of everything. It takes more than just love. It takes more than just sex. It takes more than just emotion. It takes more than just money. It takes a good balance. It takes being in resonance and in alignment with someone. I just learned that if you don't have, I tried to date someone who was hardcore atheist, and it turns out that their value system, I have a son who's atheist, but he has a certain core level of values because he also believes in nature and in the proper order of certain things in life. But if a person has no beliefs, then innately that may leave them to where they have no structure otherwise. And so I thought that it wouldn't make that much of a difference, but indeed it does. You have to be in alignment with someone in order to have a functioning, relationship. You can't be with someone and have two completely different belief structures. There has to be some level of agreement and resonance there. So you also have to be offering people something of worth and of value. You have to be bringing something to the table. A person needs to know that you're going to be reliable, you're going to be dependable, you're going to be loving, you're going to be supportive, you're going to have their back, you're going to listen, you're not going to be combative, you're not going to be argumentative, you're not going to be abusive. You have to be in the right place, and like I said, just moving hot and fast can cause you to miss a lot of things. And you have to have some stability there. You have to slow it down. And you have to have something to present. You have to have a nice meal on your plate when you come to the table, or nobody's going to want to eat with you. Okay? All right. It is what it is. All right, Aquarius, let's get your oracle card. And taking accountability is everything. Everything. Sensual awakening, 64. This oracle brings you guidance that your sensual nature needs to play, and it doesn't require an external lover to do so. Though that is one way, of course. It can be expressed through massage, creating art, spending time in nature, swimming, dancing, mindfully feeling the sun on your skin, drinking aromatic tea, or taking a bath. Play with what feels good for you and enjoy the indulgence. It will bring you renewed energy. And apart from that, it's fun. So basically, also, you need to connect to yourself before connecting with others. And I'm going to leave that message where it's at. I love you, Aquarius. Bye. Oh, goodness. Up next, we have Virgo at a 124.03. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated, Virgo. This is your Venus in retrograde read and information. Virgos, let's get you a positive and accurate message. Activating your first house of dreams and subconscious are hidden desires, Virgo. Ooh, this retrograde is bound to make relationships a little more confusing for you. You're likely going to feel as though you have even less clarity around your partnerships right now. Have no fear. Clarity will come after the retrograde. Trust your intuition in the meantime. So, trust your intuition right now, Virgo. If you're feeling like, what the fuck is going on, then just sit tight till after the retrograde, and things will become a lot clearer for you. Okay? All right, Virgo, let's get your tarot message and see what additional advice Spirit has to offer you for this Venus retrograde. We have the Two of Swords. There you go, that intuition. The overall energy for you is the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. That's your energy, Virgo. The Hermit is also the wisest person in the deck. We have the two, and it talks about shadow work, introspection, being unto yourself, just kind of riding it out on your own until you get shit figured out. It's really innately the Hermit card energy, working on yourself, shadow work, self-reflection. And that's what all of the current retrogrades are fostering and pushing all of us, the energy that we're all being pushed into. The Two of Swords is a card of intuition and knowing what does not serve you and what you need to get rid of and what you don't. The Page of Coins. The Page of Coins talks about beginning things solid. Beginning solid things, stable, in a solid energy that's not going anywhere. And the Seven of Coins talks about growth. So this is just basically talking about, you know where you want. You know where you want to go, and you even know where those things need to start. If something's not starting or beginning, like if it's just started and you're like, oh no, I already see this going where I don't want to end up, then you know that it's time to cut it off. If you see things starting in a solid way and on a firm foundation, and you like how things are building or growing, then you know that it's something that you need to stick to. So Virgo, I know that you are thinkers and overthinkers. And so I know that you will make good, healthy decisions and healthy choices. Marie say, yup. So, Two of Swords, use your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it don't look right, and it don't sound right, it ain't nothing to cut up it. Oh, okay. Cut them off. Cut it off. You need to cut it. Yup. Let's get your Oracle card. Let's get your Journey of Love Oracle card. We have Guardian of the Soul Family. Because for a lot of you, there's probably more at stake than just the guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place, and present relationships unfolding, and attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. So like it said, relationship growth is, you know where you've been, you know where you want to go, you know what has not served you, you know what's not going to serve you. Act accordingly, move accordingly. Cut it off. If it's not for you, embrace it if it feels good. You got this, Virgo. I love you, and good luck throughout this retrograde. Don't make any major moves, and things will get better, as it said, after the retrograde clears up a little bit for you. All right, up next, we have Libra at 128.42. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde reading and information. Who got Libra? Okay, we're right here. Let's get you a positive and accurate message with this retrograde highlighting your house of social circles and community. You might be identifying ways you conform to certain people or groups, such as pleasing, showing up authentically, and hiding parts of yourself to fit in. It's a great time to remind yourself of who you are and to express the real you with more intention to the friends and loved ones who truly matter to me you most. So be yourselves, Libra. It's time to accept, embrace, and love who you are, because you have to love who you are to feel that other people should accept it. And they should. You should not have to hide or disguise or you got 4 cards. I can't unsee it, so let's go for it. All right, so the 5 of coins is the overall energy for you. The 5 of coins talks about feeling left out, and possibly in this case, in this scenario, with the message being given, feeling different. You have the 7 of cups, the King of wands, the King of coins, and then the 5 of wands. Okay, so guess what? If you're weirdo, there's a whole group of weirdos out here for you. Hi, I'm MissNJoy, and I am weird. I am weird. I am strange. I have been called quirky. I have been called weird. I have been called eccentric. I have been called crazy. And now I have a soul family of people who are weird, eccentric, and crazy with me. And so I know that I am not. I am just different. We are all different. Unless you're an identical twin, and still they're different as people and individuals. We are all, even if you're born from the womb with others, if you're a twin or a triplet, you are still an individual being. You are still an individual being. And we are all, each and every soul, each and every person, each and every fingerprint is very different. And you should not be trying to fit in anywhere. There needs to be pieces of a puzzle. And I do jigsaw puzzles, big ones, 1,000 and more pieces. And what you find is that sometimes a piece might fit in a spot, but it doesn't really necessarily go there or belong there. It goes in its place, even though it may be shaped or look just like another piece. That's not really where it goes. All of the pieces are individual, and however, they have to be individual and different in order to make up that entire picture and make that puzzle fit properly. And it takes your weird ass to go where you belong in order to make the world work. It takes all different kinds of people to make the world go round. It's just that simple. And if you don't, you can't have a complete picture. So if you're busy being a piece that you're not, then who's going to fill the spot that you're required to fill? There is a place where you belong. And just like a friend group or a social group, everybody shouldn't be the same. Everybody's got that friend that fills that place. You have a social group. For instance, you have that friend that's outgoing and crazy and funny as hell. You've got that other friend that's quiet and reserved, but when they get in their shell or when the rest of y'all are acting crazy, that's the person that calms y'all down and talks some sense into you. You have that other friend who you have to talk into everything. They're like, no, I don't want to go. And they're like, come on, you're going, let's go. You have that inspirational friend. You have that friend that's there for everybody. You got that rich friend that pays for everything. You got that other friend. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a role to play. It's like a stage. Our world is a stage. And we are all actors and actresses. And everybody's got their role to play. Just like if you work in a building, there's all types of people. There's the doorman that greets you when you arrive. There's the cleaning lady that cleans the bathroom. There's the kitchen staff that runs the kitchen. There's you know what I mean? There's somebody that does the floor. There's a floor tech. There's people, there's security. There's someone to do every job. And if you're not being true to who you are, then there's a job or a position or a piece that is missing. Let's get your oracle card. You shouldn't have to hide or disguise or be ashamed or be embarrassed or feel left out. And if you do, then you're maybe not in the right place and you need to go find all the other weird people that are like you, because they're out there. Okay? You fit somewhere. And if you feel odd or alienated or the odd person out, then you got to go find where you fit. Let's get your oracle card, Libra. Be you, unapologetically, unconditionally, fearlessly. Be you. All right, eruption of light. Number 11. Eruption of light. This oracle holds a message for you. Your words have more power than you may realize, and you have a special ability to heal with words, to bring light where is needed, and to uplift through simple kindness spoken. You also have a message to bring. It may be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. You may also simply have the need at a soul level to share from the heart with others. When you are engaged in conversation, this oracle says your voice is a part of your power. Use it. Your voice is a part of your power. All that is you and that makes you who you are is a part of your power. Don't let anyone lessen, weaken, or take that power from you or make you feel as if it is unnecessary, too much, too little, insignificant, or overbearing, or unacceptable. Understood? I love you, Libra. Good luck. Bye. Up next, we have Pisces at 136.27. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus retrograde reading and information. We're going to get you a positive and accurate message, Pisces. This retrograde is traveling through your house of wellness and health. It is a great opportunity to think about how you receive compliments, money, or words of affection in your day-to-day life. Excuse me. Do you welcome them with open arms, or is there room for improvement? Consider ways to receive the gratitude and appreciation that people show you. Let people love you, Pisces, is basically what it's saying. Let them buy you dinner. Let them take you out to lunch. Let them say thank you. Let them give you that present. Accept that they're complimenting you without any ulterior motive or underlying meaning to it. Just be okay with being praised, because you are worthy. You are worthy to be praised and appreciated. Let's get your tarot message and see what else Spirit has to say. The Three of Swords talks about heartache and pain caused by others. The Page of Wands, the Eight of Coins, and the Devil card. Okay, so you're letting a lot of pain and heartache, distrust, and things of that nature hold you back. And you need to let it go. You need to accept that people can be good and do good and are good. You need to accept that people do have good intentions sometimes. You need to accept that somebody will appreciate you and they're not just saying thank you, or that you look great today, or that you're beautiful, or that I appreciate you and that I love you because they want something from you, or they need something for you, or they're trying to butter you up, or that there's some negative ulterior motive. You need to learn how to let love in. You need to let somebody love you, Pisces. Let somebody love you. You are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of adoration. You are worthy of praise. You are worthy of appreciation. You are worthy of compliments. You are worthy of everybody's not bad. Everybody's not out to get you. I promise. All right, let's get your oracle card, Pisces. Oh. Three, two, one. Not numbers. Not three, number 2, 1. But 3, 2, 0, 1. 3, 2, 1. This oracle holds a message for you. You know what? Let me read you the whole thing. I think you may need it. There is a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, or a glimmer in your eye soon to be. This child holds the key to fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. The child may be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It may be a symbolic birthing of a new self after a time of learning to bring male energies and of protection and discernment together with female energies of feeling and creativity within yourself or in your relationship with another. This child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, a book, a new job, a completely renewed way of dealing with what once was a challenging issue and soon will not be an issue for you anymore. Just to name some examples, from masculine to feminine to child, there is now just one, a new reality, a new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. New life is upon you now. You are being reborn, and you will give birth to what is meant for you this lifetime. There is no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart, and you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. Okay? You got cheese? You in your PJs? Okay, shh. Hang on, I'll turn the TV on for you in a few minutes. I got one more read to do. Okay? All right. All right, Pisces. A new life, a new cycle. Try to think differently and feel differently about others, your relationships, and your connection with them. Know that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of praise. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Okay? All right. Up and last but not least, at 1:42:15, we have Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Venus in retrograde information and reading. Since Venus is hitting your house of communication and nerves, it is an important time for you to really share your feelings. Venus retrograde is about relationships. You may have some important conversations come up in your relationships about feeling free to speak and express your authentic truth. So, hey Marie, I didn't know you went anywhere. All right, so basically, Gemini, you need to express yourself. I don't see how. Geminis, you are air signs. How is it that you are having issues speaking your mind and expressing your energies and your true self? What? You can play with the gnomes later. Okay, so basically, you need to speak up. You need to speak for yourself. You need to say what you have to say. Stop worrying about people's feelings. Let the other person, the other twin that be in the back of your head, and you be trying to calm them down and let them out sometimes. Let them talk. They need to be heard too, okay? Let them speak. That's your higher self. Let it happen. Stop trying to hold them down. I know that you were taught probably to keep that voice under wraps, but let it fly. You gotta let it out sometimes. You gotta vent. You have to express. You have to say. A closed mouth don't get fed. And the oiliest wheel always gets the squeakiest wheel always gets the oil. The Nine of Swords is the overall energy for you. The Nine of Swords talks about stress. The Nine of Swords talks about stress, worry, and anxiety. The Knight of Coins is the overall. I'm sorry. The Knight of Coins is on the deck here for you. The Four of Wands, which for me as a reader is my twin flame soulmate marriage card. It also talks about new opportunities, new chances, and new doors opening. And then the Knight of Swords. You have a lot of cards of energy and movement, so you need to take things slower. You need to set healthy boundaries, and you need to say what you want. So stop moving so quickly and so fast in communication, in relationships, and relating to others. Say what you want. Set healthy boundaries. Say it now. Don't wait to say it. Don't, because it's like the like Ashanti says in Foolish. All the things that we accept be the things that we regret. So those things that you let slide, those things that you let slip under the wire, that time you did, I'm not going to say nothing. Oh, it's no need to, oh, it'll be okay. No, you need to say something. No, don't let that shit slide. No, it won't be okay. You need to speak up. You need to set boundaries. You need to set patterns. You need to put your little foot down now. You need to cut it off at the head now. You need to nip that in the bud now, because it was this time, but it may be bigger next time. And if you let it grow, it's like a snowball effect. If you let it continue to roll, it'll grow. So you got to stop it right now before it builds. So from moving forward, take your time. Say what you need to say. Set the boundaries that you need to set. Set the patterns that you need to set. Set the standards that you need to set. It's how it begins. It can definitely determine or has a big factor on how it all ends, or whether or not it ends at all. Okay? Shh. All right, so let's get your oracle card, Gemini. Let's get your oracle card, Gemini. Let us get your oracle card, Gemini. And we have, wait a minute, I got two. We want one. One, Spirit. Sacred Convergence. All right. This oracle holds a message for you. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry, you are a unique plant in the divine garden. You do not have to know what kind of plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and the growth happens naturally. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished, okay? So, be you. Be unapologetically you. Say what you need to say. Express it. Get it out there. Don't let shit slide. It just builds and snowballs. If you accept it now, then it'll be okay for always. And if it's not okay now, then it's not okay always. If it bothers you, if it triggers you, if it upsets you, if you find yourself thinking about it and thinking about it again, if it troubles you, if it worries you, if it causes you stress or anxiety. I just read a meme, and did I post it or did I just read it? I post so much, I don't know. But it said when you meet the person for you, there will be no stress, no worry, no anxiety. It'll just be. All right? Okay. I love you, Gemini, and good luck with this. All right, everybody. Good luck. Last bit of advice. Relationships, be careful. Watch your communication with each other. Please remember that in addition to all of these other retrogrades that we have going on, which is Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, and moving into Venus retrograde coming up on July 22nd, then we will have Mercury hitting pre-shadow period on August 4th, and staying that way until, oh, I didn't put when it was ending, but just I'll let you know, because I will be doing a Mercury retrograde as we move closer to it. I will be doing a Mercury retrograde energy check for you moving into it, and talking about where it is retrograding and how it may be affecting us as well, individually, like I always do. So communication will be a big thing if you're working on love, relationships, connections of any kind. Also, with all these retrogrades going on, there's going to be a lot of shadow work, self-reflection, introspection required. So basically, this is like an overhaul season when all of the retrogrades, all of the planets go into retrogrades. At the peak of this, we'll have 5 planets in retrograde. So I need everybody to be on your Q's and P's and Q's. Be honest with yourselves. Take accountability. Try not to get things. Try not to let things get to you. Issues and people that come up from the past are coming to be resolved. They're coming to be healed. So do so. Don't just ignore it. Confront it. Deal with it head on. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with others. Be forgiving of others and yourself. Be tolerant at the same time. Set your healthy boundaries. It's going to be crucial out here for the next few months, the ending of fall. The ending of summer and moving into the beginning of fall. So I love you guys. Stay strong. I'm going to be here with you through all of it. And I will see, for those of you watching live, Ask MissNJoy is next. And I will talk to you. The next retrograde or astrological update will be, other than the moons, which I do the full and the new, will be about the upcoming Mercury retrograde. So farewell out there, everybody. Be safe. I don't mean farewell as in bye. I mean do well as in fare well. Do well. Listen and communicate. Listen and communicate. It's important to listen and understand people, as well as having them understand and being heard. Okay? All right. I love you. Good luck. We got this. Bye.